Hi everybody, it's Melissa. How's everybody doing today? And this is Nana. He decided to join the video. Um, I just wanted to check in and tell you what's going on with my state of mental health, as men at work would say. I feel really good today. I woke up in a good mood, felt productive. I had to go to an appointment this morning, a doctor's appointment, not for anything major, just a checkup. And I think I woke up at like 5. Yesterday, on the other hand, was horrible. I was in a bad frame of mind all day. Couldn't stay out of my head for nothing. Was worrying about every little thing. And then I was like beating myself up because I'm like, why am I not focusing on the now and using my prayer meditation, which I did. I sat for an hour yesterday morning doing my mantras, chanting, and it's like I just could not get there. I just, while I'm doing it, I'm thinking about what's going to happen next and next week and next year and blah, blah, blah. I mean, it's never ending once I get on that roller coaster. So it was just a bad day yesterday. Tried meditating. And same thing. I just couldn't get my head in that space. And I know when you feel that way, it's okay. I mean, you have those times, and not to beat yourself up over it. But Lord, I was, and I could feel like the depression and anxiety creeping in, and I was like, oh no, I feel like I've made progress this past couple months, and to lose it all in one day, this is how I felt yesterday. So I think last night I kind of got out of it a little bit because my son was so down and so depressed, and I felt like I had to put on a happy face for him. I guess what you would say, faking it till you make it. And it kind of snapped me back into a better headspace, helping somebody else, trying to be positive for somebody else. And I don't know. I woke up this morning and I was fine. Did a morning chant and some meditation, and went off to my appointment and felt good. So, I was thinking yesterday also, I was kind of going over the past, and I mean, maybe I was just feeling, so I'm trying to work through like past trauma, and maybe, I was just feeling that. So, I don't know. But I feel really good today. I'm happy. Not really much going on. going to clean the house and do the stuff I need to do around here today. Wait for my son to come home and see how he's doing today. We're both kind of going through it financially right now, but I mean, that's not worrying me too bad. My bills are paid, so, you know, I don't get too hung up over that. I have lots of food in the house. Everything's cool that way. Can I go out and on a spending spree? No, but not that I'm not a big shopper anyway. He is, and he's going through it heavily. He's just letting it completely beat him down. And, you know, I'm like, dude, you gotta stay positive. I mean, I think that if you portray a bunch of negativity all the time, you know, you bring negativity in towards you. At least that seems to be the way it's been for me. So I'm trying to be more positive and more mindful, and especially how I talk to other people, like in the public or whatever. I got so mad the other day. I went to McDonald's and bought food for my son and my grandson and myself, and a lot of food. I had a huge bag full and a Happy Meal and all the drinks, but I had the bag sitting in the seat next to me, and I was in the left lane because I was going to turn, or the right lane because I was going to turn right on a 2-lane street, and this old woman was in the left lane, and I guess she suddenly decided she wanted to turn, and she started like veering straight into my vehicle. So I slammed on my brakes and just laid on the horn. Well, when I slammed on the brakes, all the food flew off the seat onto my floorboard, and I lost all the fries were on the floor, chicken nuggets all over the floor. I mean, I was hot. And I mean, I wanted to scream and carry on. I thought, you know, and I could see her mouthing that she was sorry in her rearview mirror. And I'm like, okay, we gotta let this go. I mean, just stuff like that. You know, I'm not perfect, and nobody is. So people make mistakes, and you gotta let it slide. But back in the day, I would have been screaming, cussing, throwing stuff. I mean, it would have probably gotten ugly. But, yeah. So maybe I'm making a little bit of progress. I've not felt like despair in a good while. God, that despair, I hate it. It's just the worst, feeling hopeless and all that despair and feeling like you just don't want to be here anymore. Oh my God, I've lived so much of my life in that headspace, and it's horrible. And I have not felt that in a couple months, so, and that's actually a record for me, I think. I've been kind of on an even keel, just feeling good. Like I said, I had a setback yesterday. My face, something's itching. Are you giving me bugs? No. What is this? Oh, anyway, so that's what's going on with me. I wanted to tell you guys that I'm on Instagram, and you know, if anybody ever feels like they need to talk or don't have anybody that can relate or listen, you can DM me, and I will always listen. Um, I mean, I don't have any great words of wisdom. I can only say what works for me, and or is working for me right now. And who knows? Maybe like next month I'll have hit a wall again. But I can't think about that. So I actually feel good. This is like the longest stint I've went, and I've been determined to face each day and do something positive and constructive, and I just like just a life change. But if anybody ever feels the need to talk and they don't have anybody that can listen, because I know I didn't talk about my depression with people in my family, especially. I mean, my good friend, I did, but like my family, they cannot relate. My dad can, because he's going through depression, but even then, I guess it's just the stigma, you know, people thinking you can just snap out of it, or just be happy. I heard that so much in my life. Just be happy. I mean, nothing makes you want to slap a mofo quicker than somebody saying that to you when you're in the throes of major depression. You know, so, and I have family members that feel that way. Like, you can just control it and you need to get over it and move on. So I just quit talking about it and put on that fake ass smile in front of everybody and just wore a mask. Sometimes the mask would slip and I couldn't keep it on all the time around these people. Not the most pleasant person to be around. So, I haven't really been doing much with my family past couple months. We're all kind of doing our own thing. But I think I've needed this time anyway, just to focus on myself and practicing my meditation and mindfulness. So just kind of take a step back and see what I want to do, because I want to do something different. I just feel like I have to do something different with my life to be happy, or be fulfilled, you know. Oh, anyhow, those are my thoughts for today. I'm going to go do dishes, and I hope everybody has a wonderful day, or tries to, and tries to stay out of your head. Tries to stay out of your head. Try to stay out of your head. Try to let those negative thoughts just float on by without paying too much attention to them. Don't play with them, because they're not fun playmates for sure. So, I'll make another video next week, I'm sure, because this actually helps me. Talking to you guys makes me feel better, and I hope it helps somebody out there. So, you guys take care, and I will talk to you next week. Bye.